move the table just for. Okay. Thank you. Bless you. Let's start. No, I'm good. I mean,
Okay, good.
can everyone hear me well? Yes? Okay, perfect. So, thank you, Father Oscar, for extending his hand towards something as recommendable as a trip, and not any kind of trip, but a pilgrimage. And thank you all for attending to this meeting. Good afternoon to everyone. This will likely be the first of probably 3 meetings that we will have before the departure of the pilgrimage that we will be explaining today. So today it's all about explaining briefly some aspects of the pilgrimage that we will be embarking on next April, God willing. Okay. Okay, can you hear me better?
Yes.
Perfect, thank you very much. So, let me introduce myself. My name is Sergio Lacasa. I'm here on behalf of Engrupo. We are a family-owned and operated company. Here with me, it's also my mother, which is the CFO of the company. It's not here, but he is also in the team, my brother, which is the CMO of the company, and as well as other members of the company that are not here either. So, as I was saying, this is going to be the first of probably 3 meetings that we will have, at least 3 meetings that we will have before the departure. And we will try to explain briefly some aspects of the pilgrimage, and then we will have a Q&A in the end of the meeting. So you can and you should ask any doubt that you can have. And one of the main reasons of this meeting is also the possibility of you having the answer of that doubt. So I'm going to start, and I will try to do the meeting briefly for not taking too much of your time. And if you have any answer at the end of the meeting, we will have time for if you have any questions, sorry, at the end of the meeting, we will have time for answering those questions. So I have presented myself, and the video, it's here. So instead of speaking about the company, I have speak briefly about the family. Let me show you some video about the company.
We are a family-run company that has been helping parishes and Christian communities since 1995 to live powerful faith experiences in the main biblical pilgrimage sites. If all of Engrupo's clients joined hands, they would stretch 223,125 meters, equivalent to 585.62 times the height of the Empire State Building. One person embarks on a pilgrimage with us every 1 hour and 45 minutes. Many of them have transformed their lives by encountering Christ during these journeys. Join the small but mighty Engrupo family, bring your community together, and create unforgettable experiences through pilgrimage.
Great. So let's talk about the exciting journey ahead. We will be taken to some of the main shrines in Europe and some of the main Marian shrines in the world. So this will be during April of 2026, which is great because we have so much time ahead for preparing, for getting ready, for getting a big number of people, which is always always better. And we will be going to Portugal, Spain, and France. I will show you. Okay. After, I will come back to the flight information. First, let me take you through the journey that we will be enjoying. So, we will be landing from Miami to Lisbon in Portugal, the capital of Portugal. Then we will go to Fatima, Portugal, which is one of my favorite shrines in the world, actually, and one of the main shrines, Marian shrines in Europe too. Then we will go to Porto, put a brief visit in Porto, and we will continue to Santiago de Compostela. Santiago de Compostela is where the tomb of St. James the Apostle is located. We will visit the city of Santiago de Compostela. Do you know the Camino, the St. James Way? So this is the end of the St. James Way, and this is also one of the main pilgrimage sites in the world. Then we will go to Burgos, which is really well known because of his stunning Gothic cathedral. We'll continue to Loyola, where the St. Ignatius of Loyola, the founder of Jesuits, the order. And almost at the end, we will visit Zaragoza, where it's the shrine of El Pilar. El Pilar is the patroness of Spain, one of the main Marian shrines in the country, in Spain. We will know the city, which is an extremely beautiful city, and also one of the main cathedrals in Spain. And we will finish, as it said, last but not least, yes? Okay, so we will end with the main course, which is, in my opinion, Lourdes. Lourdes is one of the main Marian shrines in the world, and in the top 3, I think. So we will be staying in Lourdes before going back to the US, which we will be doing from Toulouse to Lisbon, and from Lisbon to Miami. This is a very familiar route from us because we are from Spain and because we are really well specialized in this kind of Marian shrines routes. We try to get advantage of visiting so many places, but also we try to balance the distances for not taking too much time in the bus and for trying to avoid like long road trips that normally get people tired during the. So this is one of our specialties as a company, and some other parishes from Miami have done a similar route that you will be doing, and they have really appreciated the experience of being able to pray together, to have a mass, to celebrate in the main Marian shrines in Europe and Spain and France and Portugal, as I was saying. So, talking about the flight, and we'll get into some practical details. We'll be departing from Miami, and we will be arriving to Lisbon. From Lisbon, we will go all the way until Toulouse, until Lourdes, and then we will come back from Toulouse to Lisbon, and from Lisbon to Miami. We'll only do a stopover, a short stopover in Lisbon for the going back, because the going from Miami to Lisbon is a direct flight. As we're more than a year ahead from almost more than a year ahead from the pilgrimage, the airline has told us recently that the flights will be available for us to book it 11 months ago from the departure. So in the end of May, we will we will update the schedule for the flights, and we will bring you all this information into the new program that we will be giving to the church. Let's talk. I have resisted myself from reading the whole program, the whole itinerary from the first day to the last day, because it would take us too long. So I will focus on some places that we will be visiting during the itinerary. And as I started when we were taking a look on the route, one of the main places that we will be visiting will be Fatima. Fatima is the shrine that remembers us when the Virgin Mary appeared to the three little shepherds, the three shepherd children. And it's one of the main shrines, Marian shrines in the world. Then we will go to Santiago de Compostela. This is the cathedral. Inside of the cathedral that we will be visiting, and we will be having a mass inside probably. It's the tomb of St. James the Apostle. This is the Cathedral of Burgos. I have talked about it before. This is another city that we will be visiting. This is Loyola, where the founder of the Jesuitic order was born. This is Zaragoza, and we will end in Lourdes, one of the main Marian shrines in the world, and the region of Lourdes. Okay. Another thing, we will be staying in some hotels along the way, just for not having to go and go back and trying to take the most of our time during the pilgrimage. All the hotels, and we 1 year ahead from the departure, we are not able yet to book the hotels or give you the name of the hotels, but as we will get closer, we will give you the name of the hotels in the brochure. For sure, they will be a 4-star hotel, well located in the cities where we will be staying, because we will try to be able to take the most of your time and being able to walk during the night, have an ice cream, a beer, gin tonic, whatever. I will not go into this, but in order to you take the most of or get the most of your time during the pilgrimage. We'll be staying in Fatima, in Santiago, in Burgos, in Zaragoza, and then we will be staying the last 3 nights of our journey in Lourdes. As I was saying, it's all for sure. It will be 4-star hotels. We'll try to be really good located. I mean, walking distance from the main sites in the cities that we will be visiting. And in our experience, the hotels, the good hotels, are one of the things that people appreciate more during the pilgrimage, not the pilgrimage, but during the trip. So we will take good care about the accommodations. We have arranged a half-hour meal plan, which will include the breakfast and also the dinner, and we will give you the flexibility of decide if you have taken too much food during the breakfast or during the dinner and you want a lighter lunch, or if you want to choose the kind of food. We're going to three, not Mediterranean, because Portugal is Atlantic, not Mediterranean, but France and Spain are Mediterranean countries. And these are well known because of the food, the quality of the food, and we will give you the chance. You, for sure, will enjoy the breakfast and also enjoy the dinner, because we check and choose the menus that we will be enjoying, but also you will have the opportunity of choosing what kind of Spanish, Portuguese, or French food you will be taking during the lunch. And if someone has any allergy, don't worry about it, because in the last meeting that we'll be having probably 45 to 30 days before the departure, we'll be able to take notes and notify report it to the restaurants and the hotels, and you will have an adapted menu if you need it because you have some allergy. Talking about the luggage and the things that we can carry with us, we can take a check luggage per person up to 50 pounds. Also, we will be able to have a carry-on with us inside the plane, and on the plane with us. And with that measures that we will send to the Paris, and we will remember in the last meeting before the departure, and also we'll be able to carry one bag or personal item with us inside the airplane. We will talk in the last meeting about the weight of the luggage that we will be carrying, because we know because of the experience that many people carry too much in the beginning of a pilgrimage. And you will see, for sure, you will see rosaries, you will see sweaters, you will see caps, you will see, and many times people want to carry it back to the US and giving some friends, and what waits on the beginning waits also in the end of the trip. So we'll talk in the next meeting probably about it. All the hotels will have Wi-Fi available for the people staying in the hotel, so you won't have to take care about it. But we recommend the travelers to call the company, the phone company, for asking about the roaming policy, because if you don't know what the roaming policy do you have, some people come back with big bills on phones, right? So we will remember that later in the next meetings. And talking about the time zone, it's plus 6 hours than Miami. And because of our experience, we get up early in the morning and lie in the bed early in the night. Some people like to go to work during the afternoon or take an ice cream, as we were saying, but in our experience, we try to get up early in the morning. Not that early, but about 6:30, 7 a.m. in the morning, more or less, because we want to take the most of our day and take advantage of all the places that we will be visiting. The plaques, we will remember that in the next meetings, and mainly in the shrines, but also in some basilicas or some cathedrals, they ask us for dress respectfully. Dress respectfully means to cover the shoulders and the knees. October is not that warm in the 3 places that we will be visiting. But we will remember that, and we will recommend you to carry one. It's called loaf. How it's called? A scarf? Perfect. So, you know that in some shrines or in some basilicas, they offer some scarves for people that has the knees or the shoulders uncovered. But we will never know how many people dress that before us, right? So this will mean that we will recommend you to take one scarf during the pilgrimage, because probably in some church or in some shrine will be recommended to put it on the shoulders or the knees. Okay. The documentation that we'll be needing for the trip, it's the passport. U.S. passport doesn't need visa from now, and if that changes, if that will change, we will advise you, but from now we don't need any kind of visa. With the passport, we can go to Europe, and it's very important that you check the validity of the passport, because they require us to have 6 months after our coming back of validity. And if we have our passport expired, or if we don't keep the 6 months that they are asking, they will not allow us to get into the plane for going. So very, very important. And you will see that in the registration form, it's well said the exact date that they are going to ask us for having that validity at least. It's very important for you to check your passport before getting involved in the pilgrimage, right? We put this date in the programs because we have the experience of some people of other parishes in Miami that haven't checked the validity of the passport until 1 week prior to departure. So in Spain it's easier because you can have your passport, go to the police station, and they print you another passport paying the amount that you have to pay, right? The price, not the bribe, only the price. But in the US, I know that it's slightly different, and you have to send the passport, and it takes maybe 3 to 4 weeks for getting it back. So please check your passport validity before getting into the pilgrimage.
Can you renew your passport before it expires?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine would expire in July.
Okay.
Yeah.
So please better.
Can you get it earlier?
Yeah. And very important, you can register in the pilgrimage with an expired, even with an expired passport, or with a passport that you will be renewing, but you will need to send the picture of the passport at least 45 to 60 days before the departure, because the number of the passport changes every time you renew it. So it's very important for us to have the updated passport that you will be traveling with. So please check the expiration date on the passport and make sure that you fulfill all the requirements that they are asking for traveling. Okay. Because of company policy, we include travel assistance insurance to everyone traveling with us. So you don't have to take care about the travel insurance, because we are going to provide one for everyone traveling. Do you want it or not? You are going to have one. Beside the travel insurance, we offer some upgraded insurance that we also call the cancellation insurance. Cancellation insurance is an insurance that improves some policies that the travel insurance covers. Maybe if one travel insurance covers up to, let me give one date, but not date, one number, but not for real, only as an example. If the travel insurance covers up to $500 per something, the cancellation insurance, maybe it's up to 5,000, not 500. And also includes some covers in the policy that allows us to cancel the trip before the departure and get all the money of the trip back to us. And I emphasize all the money of the trip because the cancellation insurance cost won't be recovered after we pay the insurance. You will have the opportunity to purchase the cancellation insurance with us if you want, and we recommend you to purchase it as soon as possible because you will want to get the cancellation insurance active as soon as you join the pilgrimage. And the information about the cancellation insurance, it's in a link which is in the program. So you can click on the link and get all the information about the cancellation insurance. About the travel insurance, we will give you in a folder before the departure, in that last meeting, like 45 to 30 days before the departure, we will make that final meeting and we will give you a folder with all the information about the trip. But if you want the travel insurance information before that moment, just ask for it, writing an email or sending a WhatsApp to the contact information that is shown in the itinerary, and we will send it to you. And I want to finish as I started, and I want to emphasize that this pilgrimage wouldn't be the same, of course, without the spiritual guidance and with the help of Father Oscar. Let me tell you a story. In some meetings like that, at the end of the meeting, sometimes one person comes to me and tells me, like, I've been in Lourdes and I didn't like it. And it's like the first thing I said is, Lourdes is amazing, and this person comes to me and tells me, I didn't like Lourdes. Why you didn't like Lourdes? Well, because we embarked on a pilgrimage, we were 2 or 3 friends, and we joined a group, we didn't know anyone. They told us that it was a pilgrimage, and it was a regular trip. So we were with, I don't know, 30 youngsters drinking around some places, right? We expected to have some masses, have some prayers, like group prayers, to have some moments of reflection, and we didn't have any of this. And I always say to that people that come at the end of the meeting, like, okay, wait for it. I mean, you will tell me what happened after the pilgrimage. No, trust me. I wouldn't go to the pilgrimage. It's just the priest which is telling me to go, but I wouldn't, because I've been there and I didn't like it. And again, please, go to the pilgrimage, and after the pilgrimage, you will tell me how it was, right? And in the 100% of the experiences that I have heard after the pilgrimage, it's, wow, it was not like what I had before, or it was not what I was expecting to have based on my prior experience, right? And the difference, the person wasn't lying. It was real. It was a real experience. But it was not a pilgrimage, or it was not that pilgrimage. And this pilgrimage will be happening because and thanks to Father Oscar. So thank you all for coming. Thank you all for coming to this meeting. And thank you for embarking to this pilgrimage. But thank you to Father Oscar for lending a hand and for giving that first step for you to have that wonderful experience. Okay, questions?
Can you bring a teenager?
Yeah. You can bring a teenager, and maybe until some age, he or she will get some kind of discount. And it's not a big discount, that's for sure. If it's a baby, for sure there is a big discount. But you can, I would recommend you to write us an email or WhatsApp for asking if it's there any discount, and for sure a teenager can become. Okay, sorry.
When is the deadline to sign up?
It's a good question. Okay, so we will try to be as flexible as possible. The issue for me is not the deadline, but when will all the spots in the pilgrimage will be covered? Because once all the spots in the pilgrimage are covered, it's extremely difficult to get more, because we depend on one size of the bus, which is fixed. We cannot extend the bus to some point, and sometimes it's difficult to get more spots in the airline, in a group reservation in the airline. So we will give, as soon as we get, and as I've said, this will be at the end of May, we will give a deadline, but please don't wait to the deadline, because maybe all the spots in the pilgrimage will be run out before the deadline. From now, we don't have any deadline yet, because we don't have the answer from the airline, because it's more than 11 months before the departure. But it will be shown in the updated program.
So it would be sometime after May?
What, sorry?
It would be sometime after May?
Yeah, that's for sure, that's for sure. Probably after May 24th, because it's 11 months exactly before the departure. More, yeah.
Who's going to be the guide?
Oh, really good question. Father Oscar will be the spiritual guide, but you will have another guide, a touristic guide, during the pilgrimage.
Sorry, I can't understand you.
Sorry.
This other guy, is it going to be English speaking?
Yeah, that's for sure. I won't be the guide. There will be a guide, not me, an English-speaking guide that will be with the group from the very first beginning to the end of the pilgrimage.
Are you taking families, children, or?
Yeah. Everyone can come to the pilgrimage. Yeah.
Is there a possibility that the pilgrimage could be canceled for external reasons besides us not being able to go because we got sick? For instance, we were booking one, and we were going to go to the Mideast, and war broke out.
Okay. So you mean about the company or other external situations?
If something happened so that the pilgrimage was canceled,
Okay. So
what kind of events might cause that? What, a hurricane down here, would that be anything, or?
okay. So it's a very good question about the hurricane, and I don't have the answer right now, but I will take notes. My mom is taking notes about it, and we will give you the answer in the next days. But about other external situations. I can talk about wars, for example, because we have taken so many groups to Israel, to Holy Land, and during the October 7th, we had several groups that weren't allowed to go to the country because of a war, right? So if we are not able to, generally speaking, I mean, not talking about the hurricane that I will give you the exact answer, but generally speaking, if there is a war in the place and we are not able to get into the place, the airline is going to refund all the money. Sorry. If we don't get the numbers if we don't fulfill the group, which I don't think that it will happen, honestly, but if we don't get all the spots covered, and you will see that the final price of the pilgrimage will depend on the final number of people in the group. So you will have several scenarios that you can face during before the departure, and if we don't achieve to the minimum level, the pilgrimage will be cancelled and we will refund all the funds to the pilgrims. But I would recommend you all to purchase the cancellation insurance. It's not a big amount of money, and it gives so much peace of mind when we are joining a pilgrimage. Yes?
How many people per room for the lodging?
Really good question. 2. I mean, maybe we can book a triple room, a room for 3 people. Yeah, probably we will be able to, but the third bed in the room, it's recommendable for you to ask us what size will have the third bed. The third bed.
This single room thing, this is if
Only one
traveling
person.
alone,
Yeah.
I want my own room.
Yeah, like if I'm going with my wife, we will have a double room. If I'm going with my brother, for example, we're going to have one twin bedroom, which is two single beds, sorry. And if I want to stay alone, I have to pay an extra, which is the single room supplement. But the rooms will be for 2 people.
So what's the single room supplement?
I think it's,
Single room, okay.
yeah, but it will be, sorry.
Yeah, got it. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
So I just want to clarify, so if I'm the only person in my party traveling, would I be forced to be a single room or would I be paired with somebody?
Okay, it's also a good question. I mean, we will have, during the preparation of the pilgrimage, if you want to share the room with any other man in the pilgrimage, but you don't have with yet, we will try to put people together to share rooms. We will try not to force you in a good sense, to purchase the single room supplement if you don't want to. But maybe we are not able to get the second person in the room. In that case, we will give you the opportunity of purchasing the single room supplement, and if you don't want to, just you can take your money back until one date before the departure.
Okay, and my other question is, if I were to talk to sponsors and get people that help me fundraise for the ship, would they be able to go for any tax write-off or anything?
I didn't understand the.
If I was to talk to sponsors and try to get people that's like friends and family back home to help me pay for this, would they be able to like any kind of tax write-off or anything like that? Because I know when I went on a mission trip previously, they were eligible for that.
I'm extremely sorry. My English is not so good, but maybe Father Oscar can translate me.
Are you a nonprofit? Maybe that's
No, no. We are non. We are regular company. Thank you for the. I'm sorry because I think.
On the airfare, or on the flights, do we coordinate through your company for seats and things like that? Or do you just, what kind of input do we have on
Okay.
seating? You know, you're going to book the flight, correct?
Yeah. We will book a group airfare for all the pilgrims. If you have any, demand, if you have any special request for the, for example, I only fly in business class, for example. We can give you the cost of the upgrade, and you can purchase it. No problem about
We
it.
would just work with you.
Yeah. Like we will cover the spots in the airfare for the whole group. If someone wants to upgrade it, you are able to just request it to the company, and we will get back to you about it. Thank you. Yes.
So perhaps somebody becomes ill during the trip. Do you folks have arrangements or
Okay.
have connections with local medical facilities within the areas that we're going to? And say you had to stop your travel with the group because you became ill.
Okay.
How does your various insurances, what you provide and what we purchase, how is that sorted out and what's covered?
Okay. So our travel insurance, and we can give the policy to you if you want to check the whole policy. There is no issue with that. Normally, if someone falls, for example, it's a typical example in pilgrimage. Someone falls or someone gets ill for any reason, the guide can manage the situation with the insurance company, and we will try to help you with everything we could. And in our experience, and we have seen many different cases, right? But in our experience, the travel insurance covers very much of the things that normally happen during the pilgrimage. There are some exemptions. I mean, how do you say in Spanish? It's prosthesis. If you need to replace your knee, for example, the piece that replaces your knee is not covered normally in all that travel insurance. But the main of the covers are already covered for the regular things that normally can happen during the pilgrimage. And the guide and the company will try to help as much as we can for not letting the traveler alone and not having the traveler to deal with the insurance company. Any other question?
So you have a link for this additional travel cancellation insurance for us to look up what
Yeah.
that entails. But what does the part that you're providing us?
The regular
there-
travel insurance?
Pardon me?
The regular travel insurance that we
The
provide.
regular-
Okay, so in the last meeting before the departure, we give to all the travelers a folder with the insurance information that you have contracted. If you have purchased the cancellation insurance, you will have the cancellation insurance. If you haven't purchased the cancellation insurance, you will have the policy of the travel insurance. If prior that moment you could want that information, we can send it to you. If you requested us through an email or a WhatsApp, we can send you the whole policy of the travel insurance policy. Thank you. Any other other question? No? Perfect. So, I'm sorry because of my English is not so good, honestly. My brother's girlfriend is from Texas, so my brother's English is much, much better than mine, but my girlfriend is from Spain, so I speak much more fluently Spanish than English. So, thank you, Father Oscar again, and thank you for you to attending to this meeting.
Well, once again, thank you so much for coming today and to showing interest in going with us on pilgrimage, okay? Basically, my biggest goal with this pilgrimage is, first of all, build up community. When we travel and when we go to holy places, we develop a friendship and we become more close to one another, which is great, okay? So it's a good way of evangelization. But again, my intention since I got here in 2023 is to build up the parish community. So again, I appreciate your time and your desire of getting information about this pilgrimage. And if you could go with us, that would be great, okay? And we hope this is gonna be a great blessing for San Pablo and for all those who are showing interest from some other places to go with us. Actually, there is a person from Orlando who already registered for the pilgrimage. I know her for a long time ago, and when she found out we are going on pilgrimage, she says, I would like to go with you and with the parishioners. So that made me feel happy. So once again, thank you so much, and I'll give you a final blessing. The Lord be with you and with your spirit. And may Almighty God bless you, the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Amen. I'll be here for more questions. Kimberly will be here too, and then Sergio and Maribel too. Once again, have a blessed evening and have a blessed week too. Thank you.